Meanwhile, we are also following new details on the Russians' motives for hacking and meddling in the U.S. presidential election. Investigators believe again that Russian President Vladimir Putin and his intelligence network had other targets besides America's political campaign. CBS News Justice and Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues is in Washington and joins us now. And Jeff, what are your sources telling you about it all?
Well, we have new reporting this morning suggesting that this was an all-out cyber attack assault on not only government systems, military systems, but also, as you know, political organizations to include the DNC and DCCC. And so this was a cyber espionage effort. Some of the sources that I've talked to say that it was pretty brazen in that even after it was uncovered that this was a Russian-hacked effort, according to U.S. intelligence and law enforcement, the Russian activity and the activity on behalf of the activity by their operatives in these hacking units continued. In other words, according to my sources, it seemed to intensify. So it was pretty brazen, and at certain points along the way, leading up to this week, I've talked to sources who've said that it was repeated hacking attempts and intrusions. One person told me that they are hacking the hell out of us. And so there was this consistent effort on the part of these hacking units, I'm told, to keep up the assault.
We have then heard the president commit to some sort of response, a proportional response, he said, although obviously Russia does not have an election, for instance, in which the United States can meddle. But as it regards these agencies, how are they, if nothing else, going to prepare for future attacks?
Well, listen, this in a lot of ways is unprecedented. Where does this go? Now, the president has obviously vowed to respond, but what does that mean? We know that there are talks about sanctions, but if you do something more intense, for example, this cyber offensive action that the president has talked about, he's talked about the capabilities of U.S. cyber offensive tools. Well, if you go that route, well, then what comes next? So there is a lot of uncharted territory here. You get to a situation where if this becomes a tit for tat, well, then you're in a cyber war, and no one knows where something like that goes or ends.
Indeed. We have heard phrases such as cyber arms race and escalation uttered, of course. I think we all know to which that really does refer. Jeff Pegues in Washington, we do appreciate it.